Welcome, my merry band of adventurers, and you in the audience, back to the adventures of the Barbarian Campaign. I don't think we know if we have an official name for it yet, but the Barbarian Campaign.
It was Kuson Kronicles spelled incorrectly.
The Kuson Chronicles, yes.
Spelled incorrectly.
Spelled incorrectly, yes. Full thing title. I'll hold you to that. Anyways. When last we left off our merry band of adventurers in a truly Skyrimian origin, our friends were in prison. But because this is not the prison industrial complex, they were able to get out fairly easy by promising to accomplish some bounties, capturing dangerous criminals that plagued the Confederacy of Kuson. The first mark they went for was Wuja, a member of the massive Yawif Dragonborn clan. Those who lived on the nearby mountaintop, and although Dragonborn can grow to the size of giants in their own rights. After making a long and perilous journey up the mountain, one of our good friends... Green, that was right. Our good friend Green made amends with the son of the former Yawif leader, a man named Alcez, and joined with him to overthrow the Wuja, who had taken control of the clan. After safely delivering him back to town and collecting their bounty, our merry adventurers took a few days off to recover. On that note, it has not been a few days to recover. It has been like 2 months. Apologies for us if we're a bit inconsistent today. It's been a while things happened. Anywho, as we come back into this tale of our merry band of I'm not sure how to describe them. Heroes? Bounty hunters?
Idiots.
Idiots, yes, that works. I
There you
like
go.
it.
Do we have any more pencils over there?
I don't know. Do you?
As we come back to our magnificent idiots. You
Thank
guys slowly
I prefer
but
my
surely
mechanical ones.
wake up in your rooms in the castle there. Not exactly much better than the cells you've been in, but at least they're private.
thank you.
And you slowly wake up to the sound of birds chirping outside and the normal guards patrolling the hallways, things of that nature. So, what are you guys doing this morning?
I can only assume that Red immediately woke up and went, daytime, time to train, and started doing push-ups. Just immediately. Or has very slowly punched a groove into the wall.
Good to know.
I think Sir Perennial, I think Jesper III, has decided to go and speak to some of the people in the kitchen about increasing Chewing Gum's rations, as he's been getting a bit hungry and chews on the different toiletries and such when he gets so.
Can you lift your microphone just a little bit?
Test.
You might want to back up just a little bit to get...
Test.
Yeah.
There we go.
Chewing gum like fancy man. Fancy man get chewing gum, more food.
Yes, as Fancy Man himself walks into the kitchen, you see it's the normal amount of busy. There's lots of people just cracking eggs, getting things cooked together. You see a lot of bugbear chefs just reaching around, using their very long, gangly arms to rearrange different ingredients on the tables. You see a very tall-looking Ogrelon with a nice white chef's hat, just overlooking a lot of things, just shoving a guy who seems to be falling asleep at his station as he's cutting beets and stuff like that. He sees you walk over and says, I run a very nice, clean kitchen here. If you want to come in, I'm going to need you to put on these gloves.
Sir Perennial will gladly take them and put them on,
And this hairnet.
and he'll stick that on his scalp.
And this face mask.
I'll take that and put it over.
And I'm gonna need you to exfoliate for me real quick. He holds up like this weird scrubby sponge thing.
He takes that and gladly continues his morning routine of cleaning his face to look presentable.
Apron.
Apron?
He'll take that and put that on.
I don't know. There's still something off. That'll come to me later. Please, come in.
Perennial will walk in. Yes, I came to discuss the rations for one of my good friends.
Please don't be the horse, please don't be the horse, please don't be the horse. So, which one of your friends is it?
The horse.
Oh, the horse.
See, he's started chewing on the different pieces of furniture and the rugs, thinking they're chocolate or some sort of candy strings or such. And I think we'd rather not mess up the royal furnishings provided and just give him, like, I don't know, like a couple of extra eggs or something. It's also very annoying to listen to all night.
Increase his rations. We've increased his rations every day since he's been here. Nearly every meal. He started out having 4 eggs for breakfast. He eats 2 dozen eggs a fucking day. What do you want me to do?
I don't know, maybe... do we have any extra horse meat around? Do you think he'd notice that?
If he's a centaur, is it half cannibalism?
Auto cannibalism.
So it's from your own flanks.
Yes.
You know?
Maybe there's also some food that's gone bad that he wouldn't notice when he eats. He doesn't seem to think much when shoving it in his mouth.
You know, that's a fair point. Tell you what, we'll try it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Will that be all?
I think that should be it, yes.
Alright, could I get my gloves back?
And he'll take them and give them back, and he'll give them back specifically in the exact same order he was given them.
Damn it, you beat me to it. Okay,
And
fine.
he'll even just, when it gets to the exfoliation, he'll just take it and just
Wring it out.
exfoliate again using it and then give it back.
Jose he just takes a sponge, puts all of his dead skin back on.
Yeah, foliate. He just
let me
foliates.
just foliate real quick. Whoop, and there you go.
Yeah. And I will be seeing you at lunchtime, good sir. And,
Yes. We'll see you then.
and I'll head out from the kitchen.
Very good. And what are you up to today, dear Green?
Yeah, I would have been attempting to assist the palace workers in some way, just pay back the lodging and goodwill we've been shown. The janitorial staff, the repairmen maybe for the damage we've done, just try to repair that in the most competent way possible.
Yes, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, you, walking along and you see, so just this fellow who's, measuring some of the stonework outside of your rooms, and you see him just, measuring these odd, strange, semicircle-shaped tracks that have just been sort of pressed down into the stone. Just very, very carefully. And just turns to one side and does these complicated looking calculations on a piece of paper.
So I'll walk up behind him, just lean down. What you doing?
Yeah, you sorrel fellow. Seems to be a Aarakocra of some sort. Just a very nice feathery bird, man, with light hazel colored feathers. One of his eyes having been cut out in some battle a long time ago. He's just like, I'm having a look at the floor here, just to tidy it up a little bit.
What do you think happened?
What do I think happened? Look me in the eye and ask me again what I think happened.
It's okay if you don't know the answer. It's probably really complicated. I don't know either.
Sure, it must be a mystery then.
So how do we fix it?
Well, you see, I take the measurements of how deep it is, how wide the area of the hoof print here, or whatever it seems to be. And upon that, I will take this to the shop, get the right amount, bring it back, pour it in, let it dry itself out, and voila.
It sounds like it'll take a really long time.
Ah, yes, yes.
And how long does it take to break?
Why would you ask a question that pains me so?
Well, it sounds like it's gonna break faster than you can fix it.
Well, hence why I'm fixing it, so it does not break.
But it's gonna break again. And others might break. What'll you do if the whole castle is waiting to be fixed?
Whole castle is waiting to be fixed.
Then why are you standing around talking?
This gives you a very angry caw sound.
Let's see. About how big is this brick that needs to be replaced?
It's like a fairly good size. It's like about 2 feet long by 1 feet wide, and from the measurements to one side, you see some strange squiggly sound. Some squiggly thing that says about how deep it goes down, but you're not quite sure what it could be.
Can I try to remove it?
How would you go about doing this?
Just grab.
Are you just gonna try and grab it around the edges?
Like stupid barbarian strength.
Roll me an athletics check real quick then.
Hmm. 21. 14 plus 7.
So, as you start to get a good grip around it, you feel the sort of silt and sand cement mixture that holding it in place just sort of begin to weather away as you just sort of pulverize it with your fingers and push your hand down. You see the air cockroach is like, what are you doing?
I am removing the brick.
Why are you? No,
Then we can replace the brick.
but that's not what I was doing.
This is faster.
It's also extremely much more expensive.
But this is faster.
You just continue to pull the brick out?
Yes.
Yeah, you you just give a mighty heave and feel a little bit of resistance, and then just as you pull the brick out, you look down in the hole. You see your old friend Commander Tricka, the guy who gives you your job, just sitting down there, just reading what seems to be the weekly times of good old Kuson, Bright Scale City.
What do I have to roll to convince you that that was a load-bearing brick?
I don't want to kill our Megward the wizard.
I just love I love the shot of, hey, up, see, now you can just replace it and be done, and then the wall falls over.
Oh god. The floor gives out. Oh god. I kind of don't want the floor to give out. He does.
No, I want the wall to collapse.
You see the air cockroach continuing to panic, like, what the hell did you do?
I'll offer it to him.
Well, I guess I have to replace it now.
Just hand it to him. You're welcome. Oh god.
Now he's complaining about being more expensive to
Birdman
replace
did.
the brick.
It's that time of day again, folks.
Does the Birdman get paid by the hour or by the job?
Well, Birdman might not be getting paid for a while now, because as you drop the very heavy, about, it's about 2 feet wide by 1 foot long, but about 3 feet deep brick directly onto this man's arms, and He gets kind of startled, falls forward, and you hear a very sickening snap as the brick pounds onto the floor and seems to have pulverized his arms.
I will immediately try to lift the brick.
Yeah, sure. Roll for it.
Ooh, and birds have very hollow
Oh,
bones.
sweet. 19 plus 7, 26.
Yeah, you pick it back up and you see that his hands look like the grislier reality of if the Wile E. Coyote was really run over by a steamroller.
Oh god. I'm gonna pick him up and immediately run to find someone to help him.
What are you doing with the brick?
I'm gonna leave it beside him.
You're gonna carry it too? Or?
No, I'm gonna set it down beside him. Just on the floor.
Turns out its center of gravity is completely fucked and it falls on his legs.
And just scoop him up like, help, this man needs help. He needs a healer. If the wizard guys like below us in the hole.
Not the wizard.
Oh. Tricka, yeah.
Yeah, Tricker was like the
the warden.
commander.
Yeah. I'll yell down, Tricka!
You see Tricka just like ignore it.
Tricka, help!
He's not here.
A man has fallen in Lego City.
This man needs a healer.
Okay, quick look. And he looks up and sees the massive hole that is now in the castle ceiling. What the hell?
Tricka, oh, would he fit through the hole, the bird man?
It is 1 foot by 2 feet.
You can
So
try.
No, I'm not gonna stuff him through the hole.
I mean,
It looks about right.
yeah, he could fit
Roll an
through there.
intelligence check. That's the real answer.
6.
Yeah, absolutely. Good.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna like
There's no
drop.
flaw
I'm gonna
whatsoever.
just through the hole. Tricka, can you get this man a healer?
You know what? Let me roll acrobatics for Mr. Eric Cockerman here.
He doesn't have disadvantage for the broken limb, right?
No, no, he's a bird man.
Of course he has his
Attorney
advantage
at
for
law.
broken limbs. His arms are broken.
No, birds are very good without their arms.
Why did I give him disadvantage? A 2 ain't gonna do it.
But that's better than a 1.
Yeah, he doesn't die. Probably.
Yeah, you just... don't worry, I'll save you. Turn him over. Just drop him down into the hole. He gets about halfway through, and you just see 2 taloned feet clawing angrily at the air above him. You hear very angry, muffled yelling from below as you get the feeling that Tricka is not pleased.
Tricka, this man's limbs have been broken.
What the hell do you mean broken? What? Who did you? Were you the one who broke them?
Oh, wait, yeah, let's see. I know, we can make this work. I'll remove another brick. Then he'll fit.
Roll me an athletics check.
Oh, only a 16. Does a 16 do it?
Yeah, as you just go to the brick next to him and just very similarly just pulverize all the cement holding it in place and just lift it up. And then you just hear the guy fall down onto the table containing Tricka's breakfast and just collapse the table. Tricka is just fuming at this point, like, what the hell? Those pardons did not cover future crimes. Do you not understand that?
Tricka, this is an emergency. This man needs his arms healed.
Why does he need his arms healed?
I don't want to talk about it. At the Green will like blush and look away, just like a child being scolded.
Like doing the like finger touching.
That's what I was
Like,
about.
I don't want to talk about it.
But because of the fact he did the finger touching thing, he dropped the Birdman and broke his fucking legs too.
Oh, he already did that.
Oh.
No, he dropped the brick.
No, Tricka. Anyway, this man needs a doctor or a leeching. Can I fit through the hole?
I don't know. Roll me an intelligence check.
A 3.
Absolutely, you could.
I'm gonna try to jump through the hole
But
This is very important. Head first or feet first?
head first.
have any of us heard anything from this?
I was going to say, those of you who are in your rooms, you start to walk out, and you see our good friend Green trapped upside down in the floor, along with the muffled shrieks of an Aarakocra and the muffled yelling of Tricka. You goddamn I will have you executed. You will be hung, drawn, and quartered.
Tricka, grab my arms and pull.
Hold on, would I be there? Because I was at the kitchen.
I'd say you're like walking back in.
You're a problem solver.
I come out, absolutely. Red's going to just look at this and go, he wants to be pulled from the other side. And just run up and just start, just grab by the feet and...
It's working. Do harder.
So you're like pulling up on his legs?
No, pushing down.
No.
Oh, you're like pushing down?
Wait.
You're trying
No,
to push him through the hole.
Let me see.
Yes.
Let me roll intelligence. That's a 12. So,
Logically.
if the standard DC for this would be a 10, I'd say he'd probably pass it. Yeah, push. Let's roll athletics.
Well, Sir Perennial's gonna see this and be like, "Oh dear Lord," and just run up and try to help you push him through. So,
Yeah. And just two very large bricks.
I'll use the aid
sitting in the
action to
hallway.
give you advantage.
Okay, well, with advantage, that was worse. 20.
Yeah. As you're doing that, Green, you kind of see good old Tricka sort of pushing from the other side, like, no, you are going to fall on this man and break his ribs. You cannot come through here.
I'll just sort of shout through the crack, "Sir, if you'd move anyone under there aside, we'll get this moron through."
I assume you have one of his legs. I have the other one.
Probably, yeah.
And yes, Green, you do see him just start to pull the Aarakocra aside as eventually you fall down, taking a good few bricks surrounding the area with you.
Just a second. Let me roll something else.
Oh, God.
I don't let go of him as he goes through.
I'm also not, because I'm trying to keep him from falling, so I'm still holding onto his leg.
Yeah, Red's just too dumb to let go. I assume I slammed into you.
So now we all three fall on Tricka's breakfast.
Oh,
And
no,
his breakfast table.
we didn't go through the hole.
Oh. Oh, so now I'm just dangling.
Yes.
Guys, let go. This man needs a doctor. We have to help him. Hurry.
Well, let me see. Let me ask the all-important question of why he needs a Dr. Green.
His arms are broken.
And who broke them?
A brick.
And did that brick fall on them?
Yes.
And why did it fall?
I handed it to him.
You handed the tiny man the giant brick.
It wasn't that heavy.
Looking over to the brick, I don't think I could lift that.
Was it this brick? Drop him. Grab brick.
Now you're holding me by yourself.
I'd say I would probably need to make an athletics check to hold him up by
Please.
myself.
I'm picking up the brick.
Oh joy. That's a 5. Because I have no athletics.
I have no wisdom.
Yes, unfortunately, you are not able to hold him up by yourself, and the pair of you fall down directly onto the table, ruining what was left of Tricka's breakfast.
Oh, can I roll acrobatics to catch him? My good friend, Perennial.
Sure.
With disadvantage, I was upside down. Or...
I'd say so.
Yeah. Okay. 12.
Does that make sure I at least end up on top?
I'd say so. Let me roll something real quick. So, You, as you're falling for the air, you decide to try and, like, quickly turn, overturn, to, like, brush your hands up, catch
Yeah.
your friend. So, and you do a good job of it, Sir Perennial. As you fall down, you see the landing and manage to land feet first on top of these hands. However, the force seems to reach, you hear a little, not quite a crack, but a little bit of a pop as you see. It almost looks like your friend Green's arms get shorter as you land on them. And you just... And then, yes. Sir Perennial, you're fine, but Green, unfortunately, you have taken 8 bludgeoning damage. In addition, as you feel a very odd sensation in your back of a mix of eggshells, cutlery, and pork bones, you've also taken about 13 breakfast damage.
That's the worst kind of breakfast. You're supposed to eat it. It's the most important meal after all. At least it ended up inside you.
At this graceful landing among friends, Green is going to let loose a howl as his arms are now shorter and floppier.
And Perennial will quickly hop off the table onto the ground and just sort of quickly look around, just trying to understand what the fuck just happened.
Tricka, my arms aren't working. As Green will, like, jump up and turn, just his arms flopping around.
And Perennial will just sort of look over at Tricka. You know, if he disappeared, I don't think anyone would notice.
I've thought that to myself every night.
And as things begin to quiet down, you'll hear softly you'll hear the soft approaching of clip-clopping as Chewing Gum is now approaching.
So, about my breakfast.
With an entire chicken.
With an entire vase filled with flowers that Chewing Gum has been slurping up from the vase like ramen noodles. And as he finally finishes off the crunchy greenery, he will then drink all the water out of the vase.
The dirt water.
Yeah, Chewing Gum, you just walk outside, you hear a lot of chaos. There's several people screaming in pain. There's a large hole in the floor. You hear Tricka saying, "Okay, someone get a medic in here right now." What the hell is wrong with you people?
Tricka, my back itches.
Well, I guess that's a shame, isn't it? 'Cause it's going to stay itchy.
I can't reach it.
Good. That's your punishment for helping.
Green would cross his arms, but he can't.
What is Red doing now that he sees whatever happened below him?
At that, and him coming up, Red's just gonna go, well, that was good exercise, and then he's just going to go and get some food. My work here is done. I need protein. Horse person, you want to go get food?
Gum just finished breakfast, but suppose can have second breakfast.
Grab race to kitchen.
And up from the hole again, you'll hear a. Now my nose itches.
Oh, I can, and you'll just hear I can fix that one. As Perennial then punches Green in the face.
It's a good thing Red just left.
Does a 7 hit?
My AC is normally a 14, but I'll say we'll cut that in half for not having arms. So
Are you
7
prone?
matches. Yes.
Then he would have advantage.
Does an 8 hit?
Yes. Now it beats it.
Nice. And it does, what is it? It's 1d1?
It's
A punch is 1d1.
1 damage unless if you have
Proficiency.
unless if you have proficiency or
Tavern
like tavern brawler.
Nice. That's 1 damage.
Indeed.
I believe it also adds your strength.
Like I said, 1 damage.
But it's friendship damage.
In the face. Specifically the nose.
At that, Big doesn't react too much.
I mean green.
Yeah, sorry, green.
Green.
Sorry, yep. At that, Green doesn't react too much to the punch itself, but he just looks betrayed. You'll see a single tear roll down his cheek.
We've told you before, stop trying to help people in the castle.
But it was gonna be so much easier.
And Perennial will just sort of point at the mess on the ground. Does that look easier? Pointing up the hole in the ceiling. Does that look easier?
I'll fix it.
And how exactly do you know masonry? Do you know how to make a good mortar?
I know, man named Mason.
I can lift a brick.
Oh, we can see that perfectly fine.
Big's just gonna start crying.
This one
Sorry,
souths-
green.
This one souths so fast.
I'm used to my barbarian being big. Well, I'm used to the druid big.
Chewing gum tried new food item. Heard of when we got back to castle. Believe it was called salad.
If you want to get strong, you need meat. Meat is good. Meat make muscles.
Chewing gum agreed.
Yeah, you two are talking and you see a fairly strange looking lady. She's has like a oddly pale white skin, sort of grayish hair tied up into a very neat bun, and very icy blue eyes. As she walks by, she's like pauses, like looks over at you two. I don't think they're serving a salad. She like pauses and like looks at you, chewing gum. Did you just eat? Did you eat what was in that vase?
Yes.
Those were plastic.
My azaleas.
Those are toxic.
Was told salad green. Castle must like it. It all over place.
Please stop eating the azaleas.
Okay. Not very filling anyway.
Just throws vase.
I'll deal with you in a second. Apparently-
Gum think
apparently some
Gum
people
think
broke
drinking
their arms down here or something, and he just rushes inside.
Chewing gum thought that cup was pretty. A bit big though.
Potting soil make good tea.
Methinks this call for ale. And so he will take out the 1 keg of ale that he just so happens to have on his person,
In his saddlebags.
and will fill the vase with the ale and then begin to drink from it. Earthy taste.
Improves.
Taste somewhat of home.
Improves flavor definition.
Tastes like Mommy Centaur's milk. Yum.
Anywho, yes, as the doctor sort of rounds the corner and comes across the rest of you, she says, "Hey, I'm not going to ask what happened. Arms broken, and what's wrong with this fellow?"
He's an idiot.
My arms don't work, and I'm itchy.
I see. Dislocated. Well, not to worry. She just like walks over and very gently lifts up one of your arms. Now we're going to play a little game real quick, okay?
Okay.
Look at the bunny. He just holds up your arms and does a little toot, bends her fingers.
Okay.
And just there we are. Want to play again?
No.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Do you want your arm to work?
Yes.
Well, let's play again real quick. Ooh, scary hedgehog.
Ah! Uh-oh.
Where's Chef? Where's Chef?
No, I'm just a normal chef. I'm a chef in the day and the nights. Doesn't matter what phase his mood is in. Ha! But yes, as you turn towards the kitchen, you see the various bugbears just like keeping their heads down, not really seeming to pay attention to this whole situation. And your Grelon in charge, you become familiar with him by now, just like adjusting his hat. Oh yes, hello, you.
Have meat. Want cooked.
I love how they just completely ignore Red.
Well, the final boss of the kitchen stage walked in.
You want meat?
Yes, and then fucking Chewing Gum is just going to pull out 2 pounds of raw meat that he also had on his person.
Where did you get this?
It just cuts to the stables in the royal stables. You'll see most just deranged rabid animal has attacked the local wildlife.
Other horse. Others.
Don't worry about it.
Horses make fun of Chewing Gum.
You'll just cut to a single weeping foal in the pile.
I was picturing a Bugs Bunny type situation where you just stuck your horse half around a corner and lured them in.
Now Chewing Gum, fastest there is.
My name is Chewing Gum, and I'm the fastest centaur alive.
I'm also the only centaur alive.
You should see, Chef Man should see face.
Why are you
No.
laughing like Seth Rogen?
I would like this well done.
Trophy from last hunt. Have kept cool. Heard it keep meat good. Ice melt. Figure not much time left.
All right. He just like takes it from you and just like walks over towards one of the bugbears, just like very diligently. Beats. He just like walks over. Hey, my beats. He just like puts a bunch of horse meat in front of him. You cut meat now. But I was cutting beets. You cut meat now. This is an emergency. Okay.
Meanwhile, Chewing Gum just continues to down the ale.
So I forget, what was that meat actually? I forget. Was it
I think it was like,
wolf meat?
yeah, it was like wolf meat from like the last thing we
Was it
killed.
from the giant?
Huh.
I think it was, yes.
Yeah, then the chef just like looks over towards you, and do you need something?
I need meat, build muscle, win match.
Ah. Okay. He like walks over to a dire bugbear who's just like, oh boy, I love cutting celery. Cutting celery is all I do.
Also, Chewing Gum, try salad.
I'm sorry, I've killed myself.
Just this bugbear just diligently. Oh boy, my first day on celery duty.
I'd like to point out we've already gone 40 minutes.
And we're just in the prologue.
You haven't even reached the prologue. This is the slice of life.
I live for slice of life.
I'm fine with that. We're just doing 4 episodes. I don't care what we do during them.
Oh, I'm sorry. And the chef just like brushes it off and sets more meat from somewhere on top of him. Cut this meat. And then he just stops halfway through this, like looks over towards you. I'm sorry, you want a salad now?
Heard, Chef. Not toward me, but Heard should try eating salad instead. Or rather, Heard should try eating green. Figure salad, same thing. Castle must like all over it.
Alright, sure. I'll get you a salad too.
What?
And he was,
You want a salad? You'll get a fucking salad. It'll be the best fucking salad in the kingdom.
and you just see him like walk over towards a bugbear who's very diligently just mashing up some sausages. Like, oh boy, sausage meat, my favorite.
Yeah,
thing
notice
to
that one didn't get the meat.
And he just like brushes it aside. You cut celery now.
Yep.
No, it's just now we make this character the ordinary sausage. If any of you know who that is, none of you?
No.
Oh, fantastic!
Is that the
He's
guy who turns things into sausages?
Yes, and you just faintly hear him go, and then just before you hear him grind up meat to make into sausages, you just faintly hear him go, "Let's sausage."
Oh god.
Trust me, it'll be funny.
See, the chef did this though. He mixed up all their jobs because if he's going to be having a bad day, so is the entire kitchen staff.
Which one of them pulls out the rat poison?
The head chef.
In front of all of you. He wants you to know you will die.
Let me add some flavor enhancer.
Chef, have you tried maybe, I don't know, poisoning his food somehow? Yes. Have you seen how big he is? Now you tell me, how much rat poison is in our stores?
I gave him 10 doses of horse tranquilizer. He said he just felt funny, and then he laughed for 8 days.
He didn't leave the kitchen either.
It was a very uncomfortable dinner. We had
didn't
so
give
many
anything
feasts.
else. We just gave him the tranquilizer. It wasn't even in anything.
I was talking about how I was going to put the tranquilizer in. He came over and drank 10 vials of it.
The doctor said his heart had to have stopped.
The doctor said he was clinically dead, resurrected himself, and died again.
The momentum of his jaw chewing his food restarted his heart.
And the laughing never stopped.
Yuck, 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 yuck.
We said just say when, but the when never came.
Oh god.
That might be my favorite quote from that show.
It's good.
And yeah, you just see Chef nodding resignedly. Is there anything else I can help you with? Okay then. We'll have your food to you shortly. Please leave the kitchen and stop breaking your limbs everywhere. Talking to you, green man.
Just calling that down the hall and into the hole.
Do. My life in a hole. So, has the Aarakocra been restored?
The Aarakocra is being carried out in a stretcher by a couple of the bugbears who were previously just happily cutting up carrots, but now they're stretcher bearers.
I'll fix it.
I'll just sort of turn to the commander. I think it might be time we get a job, so, get them out of the castle.
Wonderful idea. I'll see what jobs we have available.
Thank you.
Try and have your people in the throne room by noon or so. And please try to keep them from breaking anything else before then.
Just sort of give a deep bow. Yes, sir.
I think it's time for some breakfast.
You don't get breakfast.
But I'm hungry.
Tell you what, you can have mine. And he just gestures towards the table.
But that's broken. And some of it stabbed me.
Yes, I noticed.
I'm hungry.
Does that mean you won't eat?
You're not here.
No, you just any time food's brought up, he just
I
appears.
just like to imagine that he like pokes his head down from the ceiling, having gone back to his room.
No, and by the poke it's like extended. I heard you mention breakfast.
No, like he makes another hole like off to the side from his room. Just, I heard there was food.
I don't think I can push you through a hole that big.
No, you just softly hear his voice in an inquiring tone through the hole. Does that mean you won't eat?
No, I don't think I will. It's full of feathers and blood and dragonborn ass skin. So no, I don't think I'll eat it.
Can I?
No.
Are you going to eat that? No. So can I? No.
I'm going to go be productive to society. Please feel free to join me. And then he just like turns and walks off.
You two, we're going to get a job at noon when the sun is in the middle of the sky. You two are going to the throne room. Do you understand?
Big will raise an arm.
What?
Green.
Yeah, green. Sorry, green will raise a hand. How will we know when the sun is in the middle of the sky?
Look outside.
Is there a window in the room we're in?
No.
There are other rooms with windows.
Do I have to stay by the window to know?
Yes.
You'll see Green's head just droop, marching off to find a window. Finds one, but finds one, but it's on the side of the castle that it won't see the sun for a while.
I like this view. The shade will make sure I don't hurt my eyes.
Now where's the sun at? Just looking out the window, I can't find it.
I see the moon. Is that kind of like the sun, or?
And I'll just sort of look up the hole. Do you understand that, Chewing Gum?
Yes.
Good.
Fancy man hard, but well disciplined.
And Perennial will just march out of the room and just head up to his room to relax until noon.
And is there anything anyone wants to do real quick before we head on, or?
Do we all have
Or do you
separate
feel
rooms,
like
or is it just the same one room?
Separate rooms, but like same hallway.
I want to believe you're just leaning up against your wall, and just from the next room over, you just hear Red start punching the wall you're leaning against.
Well, Red, roll me an athletics check real quick.
To successfully punch him through the wall.
12. So let me roll intelligence, see if I would put up a mattress first or not. Oh, I would.
Oh, fair enough. I was going to say that you feel like a gentle massage is coming to you from your wall, but yeah,
Now you just hear muffled punches.
yeah, now you just hear what sounds like Red beating something to death, but not anything important.
I want you to know, when I roll intelligence checks on things that don't matter, I just use a 10 as the base DC. And I have a -3. So, I barely made that.
Yeah, anyone else doing anything before noon?
You'll see Green. He'll be standing by a window. Every so often you'll hear his stomach rumble. He'll grab it, go, hungry, and then continue to look out the window.
You know what? At some point, Chewing Gum is going to eventually walk by, just, I don't know, picking up more salads from the rest of the fucking corridors.
Desalading the corridor.
And eventually he's going to hear, like, the sodding, like, moans of sadness of Green over there. He's going to poke his head in. What wrong?
Hungry.
Chewing Gum is going to just look at the gigantic plate of food that he has before him. You want?
Green's got to think, because he was told he wasn't supposed to eat. He was being punished. Let's see the morality. Nat 20. No, Green is going to hold strong. He's a good boy. And
Fancy
do as he
man
was
not
told.
here. Fancy man sleep.
I was told I didn't get to eat. And I will stick to it.
I was 100% just about to say, oh yeah, you've broken your vow not to eat. Change your alignment to evil.
I rolled a nat 20 on honor.
But yes, you are a good boy. You are a good boy. Not the best boy. You did break a man's arm, but you're okay.
I try. Thank you, horse.
and that's when you hear the powerful chewing of gum
That's Chewing Gum's theme.
as he just quietly walks away and goes back to his room, I suppose.
Well, with that.
Actually, you know what? I have an idea. We're going to have Chewing Gum take his meal out over towards the stables just so the horses can smell all the people food that they don't get to eat.
Just his rivalry with the king's horses.
Chewing Gum get people food. You get grain.
Just completely ignore him. It's like,
No, see, when the horses don't pay attention, he goes and steals the grain.
No, he just walks up to the horse, says that, and the horse just bites down on the fucking railing in between them.
Actually, at one point, he's just going to have like.
Pokes it with a sharp stick.
At one point, he's just going to have like a fucking sugar cube on him because, of course, he would half horse and everything. And then one of the horses is just going to sweetly come up and take one of the cubes. Gum make friend.
Pretty horse. Good horse.
Well, with that, now give yourselves a round of applause because we have gotten an hour of content without using any of my notes at all. I'm proud of us.
It's just like college.
We did it. Oh.
Man, I wish it were that easy.
Why must you hurt me so?
Hurrah!
Hey, maybe we can play until 3 a.m. twice today.
Oh, God. that one did take talent.
Yeah. That was a fun time, though. Fun session.
Alright, so it's noon.
yeah.
Yes.
I'll just sort of head out and I'll just sort of knock on Red's door. Red, we're needed in the throne room.
Okay. You'll just come out.
And I'll just sort of go by and just head to the throne room and we'll see if Green is there.
I was about to say, like, Green doesn't see the sun out of his window.
I feel like you should roll perception at this game.
I rolled a nat 1.
Well, hey, don't have to roll that twice.
I rolled a nat 1 to find the sun. Did I find it?
Are you praising it?
I can't say you have. You have successfully speed run disadvantage in D&D, so, you know.
Yeah, first roll, nat 1.
Exactly.
Well,
so yes, as the three of you sort of enter the throne room, you just see various courtiers just milling about, taking care of a few things. You see your good old friend,
King Lazarus.
your good old friend Geraldo, just off to one side, sort of helping to bandage up a guy's arms. I swear, I went to college at Tab, and here I'm administering band-aids to boo-boo. This is bullshit. And, yeah, you just see Trick off to one side in his little cove office section of the throne room, just looking over a few papers. And, as he sees you guys walk in, he beckons you over. Well,
Oh, thank God, one of you has died.
where's the green one?
I told him to come in here at noon.
The mutual sigh.
Red, go find Green.
Okay. I'll be back.
Anyway,
Find
it's
him
5 p.m.
Find him in less than 5 minutes. You get my rations of lunch.
Okay. What do I have to roll to find him?
Roll me investigation.
-3, okay. 5.
You know, it's a tricky case. You could be anywhere. It's a very large castle, so you gotta go from the ground up to make sure you don't miss any space at all. You could be anywhere, the stables, the kitchen. You could be anywhere. Could he be in Green's room? No, that wouldn't make sense at all. Why would Green be in Green's room? No, that couldn't be it at all. Maybe the kitchen. Green likes the kitchen. He didn't get breakfast, but no, he's not in the kitchen. Yeah, you might be looking for a while there, friend.
So he will not be getting my rations.
It was a
No.
pretty safe bet.
It is sufficiently more than 5 minutes.
So 3 hours later.
Yeah, bribing Red with food is not the right one to bribe with food.
It's the only thing I have to bribe with.
Chewing Gum will have already disappeared to go and find Green instead to see if he can get those rations first.
Roll me investigation.
So, he's motivated. Does he get
6.
advantage?
I'd say so. Give yourself advantage.
6.
Where could Green be?
So when does
You decided to
Perennial
go
leave?
start at the top and work your way down so as to make sure you don't miss anywhere. The towers, the prison section. No, he's not up there. Maybe the king's own chamber? Well, he was not pleased to see you in there, but you didn't see Green either, so you figure he probably would have driven him out. The closets, the broom section, no, you don't see either of them anywhere.
You did stop by the kitchen twice, though.
You stopped by the kitchen twice just to make really sure? Yeah? Green's room? No, why would Green be in Green's room? Yeah, so it's safe to say you have not earned rations to stay.
Oh.
When does Perennial finally go and check?
He doesn't. This is your all's problem to solve.
So you're just making small talk for like 2 hours.
I'm just, like, with the commander. So how long do you think it'll take for them to actually find him?
If we're lucky, by the time I retire.
If we're lucky, they'll never find it.
Hopefully it's by the time my re-election campaign finally gets me in office.
You know, by then, yeah, you'll have earned my votes. I've felt peace by then. Geraldo, he looks over to the wizard. Go find those idiots, please. Ah, yes, but of course.
Under his breath, son of a bitch, making me go do his damn job.
Frickin' bitch of the frickin' president.
Did he roll a natural 1?
He rolled a 4.
Where has Green gone?
Okay, can Red
This
roll
is-
again?
This entire plot is just a fucking Dr. Seuss novel.
Can I roll again?
You may all roll again.
Can I find him on a train or on a plane?
-1.
You must have missed him. You've got to backtrack.
I walk back into the throne room. He's dead.
He might be on another plane.
Well, then you better find his corpse.
Do I get to roll with advantage again?
Sure.
$11.
By 1, you think, hey, I'll check Green's room where he is known to frequent. And and sure enough, you walk in and see Green staring out the window.
So hungry. What time is it by now?
It is 1 o'clock.
So
Green,
hungry. Yes, horseman.
we are needed in throne room.
But the sun is not in the middle of the sky.
It matters not. Me think. Fancy man needs us now.
All right. If he needs help, hungry.
Come.
All right, and I'll follow Chewing Gum wherever he's leading me.
I want to believe they get back to the throne room literal
Now.
seconds after. He's dead.
Now, do I find my way back to the throne room?
Also, why is this pizza better cold?
Yeah.
It is
right?
For sake of not spending an additional hour, wandering around the castle aimlessly, yes, you find your way back to the throne room. And, yeah, you walk in, just see good old Red and Geraldo, yeah, he's dead, he's gone, never gonna see him again. And, then you walk in with Green walking behind you.
Hi, guys.
Found,
Ghost!
Found,
Throw the brick at him.
found Green. Where extra rations?
No, see, as soon as you say ghost, Big's gonna turn around. Where? Or green.
Red.
Green, yeah.
Green.
Green, yeah.
So, does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
What is a brick doing damage?
One d12.
There it is. Well, that's 13 damage. Or actually, no, it's not 13 damage. It's 16. I have proficiency. Tavern Brawler.
Well, I'm under half health. Yeah, so green will turn. Where? Immediately, brick, back of the head.
Well, you probably had a short rest standing in one spot all day.
Yeah, for at least 4 hours.
You could recover some hit dice.
Yeah, I'll roll a d12. 5 plus taunt. 8. I'll recover 17.
I like to imagine the entire courtroom watch you take a brick to the back of the head and look healthier afterwards.
You just like turn around, like rub my head. I don't see it, but something attacked me.
Wow, that brick corrected my posture. What a friendly chiropractic ghost.
No, see, green heard ghost and then got hit and turned around and there's no one there. The ghost attacked me.
Green, shut up and get over here.
It just
the
turned
ghost.
It just turned green. Smart.
Is our boss laughing now?
Trico's just like completely done with this whole situation.
Perennial, where's the ghost at? Did you see it hit me?
There is no ghost. Red is just as dumb as you are.
I take offense to that. I'm clearly dumber than he is.
Oh, God.
You know what? You're right. You win that one.
I feel as though I've been insulted, but not quite.
Whatever you got here, and he'll hand you a single piece of bacon. There. That can be your lunch for now.
Wear extra rations.
You didn't find him in 5 minutes.
We are friends, Sir
Gum will
Perennial.
remember this.
Yes. How much gum was a failure?
Green will savor this fucking bacon.
Now then, would you like to also throw me out a window, or may we continue with our arrangement? Says Trick as he's just like sitting there in his chair.
Green, before you say a word, if you say yes, or anything approaching yes, you will be flying out of a window.
You can fly?
Maybe? Can I try?
No. So, Commander,
All right. Our target for today. He like reaches to one side, pulls out a small file, just brings out a wanted poster. He turns it around, and you see a fairly strange-looking fellow. It seems to be someone with very gaunt, scar expressions. Seems to be lit aflame with very feral-looking flames and eyes that are just permanently lowered into a glare. Our target today is Sargrin the Sootsoul, Yemetling from way up north. Fairly notorious slaver. He's been
slaver.
Yes, been in the area for about 2 weeks now. Captured lots of people on the outskirts to use as galley slaves back home. Yes?
What's a galley?
You know, fair question. I'll allow it. He just pauses, takes a breath, and just nods. Galley is essentially the underside of a ship, where the oarsmen would stay to steer the ship forward.
Ah,
It's not easy work and not desirable, so the Yemetlings capture slaves to do it for them.
All right.
Thank you. Now, we have it on good authority. He has about a dozen prisoners, and we believe that he is hidden here, like points onto a map, near the old Mennak Skila winery, close to the coast, so near the ships.
Alright. Sounds simple enough.
Simple enough, yes. He's got a good-sized crew of them, so be wary. I know that a lot of you are strong, but numbers can spell the death of just about anyone these days.
Well then, gentlemen and ungentlemen, I believe we shall head out. Yes?
And as they're quietly agreeing, you'll hear a distinct crunching sound as Chewing Gum has once again pulled out some greenery and flowers from a vase that was in the room.
Green, stop eating the flowers.
My tulips!
I'm not eating flowers.
Salad's
Or
good.
Chewing Gum, stop eating the flowers.
Salad's good.
That's not a salad, that's decorations.
Is green.
I'm green.
Different kind of green.
I'm a different kind of green.
Extra rations.
Can I have one?
No.
This is a fucking Nick sitcom.
No, we have more of a plot.
Fair.
Aha. So, eventually you all start to head out, and you need to pick up anything from the city before you head out, or?
I think I'm good.
That's when you hear water flowing and some drops hitting the floor as Chewing Gum finishes off the rest of the drink that was inside of the cup, as in the vase.
I'll buy some potions of healing. How much is it for each? Is it 50?
50 for the standard.
Do we
Believe
get
so.
paid?
We got a lot of money at the end of the last session, which you assaulted him with.
Oh, yeah.
And now I have.
Yeah. Well, I think I told you you can have it and then
Yeah.
hit you with it.
So I have 1,125 gold. So I'll spend 500 for 10 healing potions. And I'll give, let's see, so if we have 10, I'll give each of you 2.
All right.
What flavor?
Not dying flavor.
Good flavor.
Yeah, you just, the merchant you buy them from hears this and just says, why don't you try asking, yes?
What does dying taste like?
No. Open, yes.
Try ask potion. Yes.
Just looks at potion. What flavor are you? Just holds it to ear.
Raspberry.
I think it's great.
I know not this flavor. Is good.
Does Chewing Gum take his potions now?
The grape is a lie.
I know what potions are. I know they're meant for later.
They could be now and later. You have 2 of them.
No, that's a candy.
I love the thing you took from the talking health potions with merchant is that all of them have a flavor when it was literally just that was the first thing that the first one said.
And I was allergic to mine.
And they always say the wrong thing.
Yes.
Yeah, it was literally just every time you open one, it was just supposed to be it says a line. Doesn't matter what it was, but
I like talking. I like the flavored healing potion.
They're always lemon. Why are they always lemon?
They lied to me.
You just pop the cork off one of them, and all of a sudden it goes zing-a-da-bum-da-da.
Creates a cloud of healing for 1d1 plus 4. But with, could I use the extra 5 gold to buy some bags of candy? Some like, you know those like soft chewing sugar candies? If there's any in the market?
Yes.
About how would it be like 1 gold a bag?
The 1 gold bag, yeah.
Ah, yes, we call that Albion Delight.
I feel like we're gonna be trained like dogs.
I'll go over to Green, Chewing Gum, and Red and say, okay, Red, here's a bag of candy for you. Give you a burst of energy for your fights. Green, here's a bag for you. Just remember, do not eat them all at once.
Okay.
Just take them as a treat.
Green's going to, like, tentatively reach out a hand and grab it.
And I'll take 2 and hand them to Chewing Gum. And this is for... Just take a few every bit on the road whenever you get hungry.
Thank you.
And I'll just keep the 1 for myself.
Sounds good.
Also, what flavor candy will they be?
I think we'll get to that when we eat one. This is drag and drop rum.
Loopy Lee attacks. You'll see Green just like, hold up the bags, little smile on his face. He's so happy his friend gifted him a candy.
Is anyone trying one now, by the way? Or just gonna save them for later?
I'll pop one in.
Yeah, you just hold up the bag, just a very nice looking one. It's got a picture of a dwarf wearing stilts on it with a very abnormally large smile on his face. He's just holding his arms out wide. Just see the text beneath it read, Legal Lees, great sugar drop suckers.
Yep, I'll just take one and pop it in my
Legalese, I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, just pull it out, pop it in, and it tastes odd. Like, it tastes like many different things at once, almost like it's made of very different flavors. Like, with every lick almost, it seems to go from pineapple to cherry to raspberry to banana for some reason, bison meat, socks. Why does it taste like socks?
Bernie and Butts, every flavored beans, all at once.
That's actually what I was going to say.
That was also what I was thinking of.
Yeah, you just say, neat flavor. And then you just see, like, underneath all this text, just a very small asterisk that reads, disclaimer, not actually legal outside of Dalora.
No refunds.
I'm sure it's fine.
No refunds, yes. The merchant is not responsible for death, blindness, death.
Nausea.
Death.
Yes.
Or death from blindness. Yes.
The merchant not responsible for fairly brutal diarrhea.
Oh.
And death from brutal diarrhea. Yes.
Eat at own risk, yes. No refunds, yes.
Not responsible for what happens when you ask for a refund. Yes.
Asking for a refund may result in death, yes. Not responsible for said death.
Yes.
Would you like to open the mystery box? Yes. 2 gold, yes.
So an hour and a half in, we start our journey.
Oh yeah, and I actually forgot to say it, but when enjoy food, all food is treat.
Yeah, and
After
this,
he said, here, you take this as a treat.
well, there you go.
There you go.
See? He's not a complete moron. He's just really, really garbage with words.
Well, I told him it was a treat.
Yeah.
I told you can just have them whenever you're hungry on the road.
To keep you from eating his clothing and your clothing
And also
the other
possibly
equipment.
also all that salad that's in the world.
Just we're fighting a boss. Chewing Gum is grazing.
Gub
I mean,
not
Borellis
sure,
doesn't care about the grass on the ground or anything.
Gub not sure what all rage is about salad. Personally, find flavorless. Water good, people.
I believe Perennial said you were eating decorations. Perhaps salads are slightly better?
Perhaps.
Perennial, what is a salad?
It's a thing made up of vegetables and greenery actually grown for the purpose of eating. You will find it in the kitchen, not on the end table.
The end table. There are end tables in the kitchen.
Those are countertops.
Ah, yes. Tried real salad for once in second breakfast. Was good.
I will try one of those when we get back. perhaps.
Ingredients were green, yet did not taste of green.
And if you see a green and it's not served to you by someone, you probably shouldn't eat it. Unless it's an emergency.
Ah, you fool. That liquid. That poison.
What?
Don't drink green liquids. It's poison.
I told you, his comment is shit.
Just don't eat anything unless someone gives it to you.
So on our journey, we're heading down to Port City.
I'm going to say, as this enlightening conversation about the danger of green liquid subsides, you slowly but surely make your way towards what seems to be a very large winery. Has a excuse me. Has a very tall, wide roof with a symbol on one side that seems to hold. Seems almost like a military ring of some sort, and you just see what seems to be a dragonborn face with sort of a metallic tail behind it. And yeah, does anyone here speak Draconic, by the way?
Yeah,
I do.
Ah,
I'm a half dragon.
I know, I'm just making sure. It's been a while.
I
But,
speak Elven.
Yeah, for those of you who speak Draconic, you can see like the text underneath it read Mennax Gila Fire Wine Meadery or Winery. Yeah, it seems to be in a bit of disrepair, as though people haven't attended to it for quite some time. But you do see there's a few people wandering around. There's like a bunch of people on a ship nearby at some docks. And a few who seem to be sort of patrolling the more grassy areas.
So, was this where they pointed out where the all the slavers were?
Yes. Yeah, as you look at the group, they seem to be wearing very heavy furs, but not very much armor, surprisingly. Or if they're wearing armor, they're just staying very motionless and just idly twirling axes around in their hands, things like that.
It seemed like there's the they said there were 12 prisoners.
At least 12, they said.
Okay. Does it look like any of them are outside in cages or anything like that?
Not outside in cages, but you do see like a few being sort of forced below decks on the ship nearby.
Well, gentlemen, what do you say we go stop that ship real quick and then we'll deal with everyone indoors?
Very well.
Is there a way for us to get around to the ship without going like straight through the winery?
Yeah, I'd say so. So like the winery is off to one side, so you guys could like creep along the tree line and just get to the docks that way.
Alright.
Yeah.
So we'll go along the tree line and start there and we'll work our way back forward.
Back forward.
Back towards the winery.
Ah,
That sound like a plan?
sure.
I like how certain you are, Green.
Green's like, there's definitely a plan happening. That's going through his head.
Alright, well, let's get moving.
Chewing Gum also have magic shoes. Have not had chance to use them since we were in castle, but can jump rather high. Perhaps maybe we can also employ that.
Yes, whenever we get to the ship, you can use them to jump on board and surprise them. Alright, let's get moving then. I guess we'll try and move around the tree line.
Do we need to roll stealth?
Nah, it's fine. Since they're not really looking for anyone at the moment.
Fair.
But yeah, you get along to the tree line close to the docks, where you could probably go out and actually approach the ship. How do you want to handle this? You want to try and sneak up, or do you want to just announce your presence, or what's the plan exactly?
Chewing Gum, if you want to run and jump on board real quick and deal with the ones on the deck.
How close are we to this thing? To this ship?
It's about like 50 feet away or so.
Gum need to get closer first.
Alright. And
You said we were stopping the ship, right?
yes, we're going to deal with anyone on board and anyone on the direct beach.
What if we sank the ship?
No, let's get all the innocent people out first, and then we can sink the ship if you wish.
Sinking the ship sounds fun. But we can't let innocents die.
Yes, they could vote for me in the next election.
Anyway, so since I have to get far closer, since without my rage I can only move 20 feet, I will,
I could throw you.
He has a good point. Even better, he could... No, I just need to... No, this'll be too much for this campaign. Alright.
Throw the horse.
Anyway, so, while I have, I will first move 20 feet, as I can only do that for now. And then, next time it gets to me, I'll move, I'll move another 20 feet. And then, once it gets back to me again, I'll then immediately rage, and then charge up with a running start, and then leap into the air. Oh yeah, and I should also mention I am equipping the lance that I have, not my greatsword. Because, you know, cavalier and all that shit.
Don't you have the greater sword?
I do, but I also have a lance. But as, you know, cavalier, lance would probably be the better thing to start with.
Does anyone say anything as we approach the ship?
Are you like stealthing your way up, or just approaching openly?
Well, the intent is to stealth up so he can surprise the people on board.
Oh, fair. I'll need you to roll me stealth then, Chewing Gum.
Should I go up with him to back him up?
Do you think you can get up
You
there
know
without
what?
being seen?
Do I look rugged enough that I might look like a mercenary or a guard?
I have a +4 to my dex, so...
Alright, then
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you
can
can
try.
go with him too.
You're a centaur.
Yes, I know, and I'm also a very big and strong, mostly big centaur.
Yeah, roll me a performance check, I think.
So, can I sneak up there with a natural 20?
Yeah?
How are you getting on?
Huh. I do believe that is a, that's a 3.
Oh,
To pretend like you belong on the ship or
Yes.
near it. So Chewing Gum walks up and takes a piss on the ship. He heists a leg.
How tall
He
is
just-
the
he just
ship?
starts-
Is it like really high up, or is the deck just like just kind of a little up?
it's relatively low. Like there's like the top of the deck is like level with the docks, and it seems like most of the hull and stuff is underwater. So it's not really. It's deceptively large. Like most of the ship is.
Oh, it's
out
an
of sight.
iceberg.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Good
You and I
old
both
Hemet
checked that
ship
fucking
design.
computer screen the minute
So
we
I
heard
could
that.
just leap over.
God damn it.
Theoretically, yeah.
So yeah, once I get
The Kuson
Close enough.
iceberg.
yeah, just with a natural 20, just whatever I can do to get on this ship.
Okay, we'll get to that in just a moment. So, good Sir Chewing Gum, as you approach the ship, you see one of the men on board just like look over, say it, and just sing up my guy, and just start shouting out in a language I'm betting you probably don't recognize.
110% I do not speak whatever fucking language this guy is yelling at me.
What languages
Nice.
do you know?
My centaur tribe and shittily common.
But
Epic.
What language is it? Because I might.
Hemet. In universe language.
150% I do not know this language.
But yes, says there. It's like raises an axe warningly as you approach. Ha! Saga! And you see a few of the others on the ship like turn their attention towards you, as you kind of see out of the corner of your eye just good old Red sort of sneaking by and hopping onto the ship behind them.
How tall is this dude for me?
The guy approaching you is like comically short. He's like the very definition of 5'5", just like lots of small, short person, angry energy. Yeah.
In that case, with Lance ready, Chewing Gum is just simply going to slowly look down at the dude and just stare for a little while before he says, "Have job to do. Paid to be here. Where boss?"
You know what? I never rolled for this guy. Let me just roll real quick. It was free, right?
Oh, yes.
Well, a 2 ain't gonna do it.
No fucking way.
Nope. These dice, they hate me. They hate me.
He didn't happen to buy you those dice, did he?
I hope. I don't know. I don't think so. That being said, I am changing dice. You have shamed me for the last time.
I have not bought the DM dice yet.
Yet.
That the DM knows of.
Those dice have shamed me for the last time. But yeah, he just sorry. Just clears his throat, starts to speak in a bit more common. Were you were here to see the boss?
Yes.
He'll be in the mansion there. Probably down in the cellar.
Why he send me to ship?
Eh?
Boss send me to ship. Why?
Boss sent you to ship.
I assume he would be here.
Well, I think he's still helping load up some of the loot and stuff in there.
If I wait around, will he come?
I mean, he might. You're welcome to. Yeah.
That sound good. You have good day. And so he's going to walk past him. Apparently that actually fucking worked. When I rolled a 3. I'm serious.
You dare to question your god.
Man, henchman, am I right?
Anywho, so I'm going to get within range to be able to move another 20 feet, and then once I stop panting a little bit from my enormous weight, I will then immediately barbarian rage, and within the 30 feet I have, get a running start, and then jump really fucking high in the air and land on the deck.
This is a really heavy, really hard object hitting this, I assume, wooden deck.
Oh yeah, no, 110%. So, do I crash through the deck?
He is
And
50%
how many
heavier.
And
You
how
are
many
50%
decks do I
heavier.
crash through? Because depending on the size of the ship, there may only be the one.
What does a PC Centaur usually weigh?
A lot.
I have to
think
say,
it's-
like around 250 or so.
Oh my god, I am literally double that weight.
I feel like it probably says.
I'm also double the size. I literally have to get armor custom made for me. Hence the reason I went with a barbarian.
Yeah, fair.
We'll check this.
Well, hence the reason I went obese, because I figured, well,
750 to 1200.
750 to 1200.
That's 5
So we're gonna immediately go to the 1200.
and then I am, of course, obese.
One and a
so-
half that.
So about 1,800 pounds.
Times that, huh?
Horses are fucking heavy.
Horses are very
true.
goddamn heavy.
And that's not including any of your gear.
It says horses can cap it, or centaurs cap at 8 feet tall, too.
Also, fun fact: in the most recent, like the
Sorin.
Mordenkainen-
Flipping that around because you came very close to clocking Tristan in the
I
head.
did.
Yeah.
Sorry.
in the most recent book for the Mordenkainen thing, where they did all the races in one book and stuff, all it says for height and weight: player characters, regardless of race, fall in the same range of height and weight as humans in our world. What?
But 5e
So,
specifically has that set for each race.
They also have fairies. A fairy has
And
the
a
same,
half-orc.
have the same height and
Since
weight
I
as
rolled
a
a
human.
20, can
That's
I
a
just
built- that
have
fairy is
grabbed
fucking
a random
built.
Or that
person
orc
on
isn't.
the deck,
Like a brick
just
house.
lock
That bitch
them
is built.
into like
It's
a
at
sleeper
least
hold?
3 feet tall. What
I'd
the
say
fuck?
so, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
can you play as full
And then
orc?
can I have-
1D&D?
Also, just if I roll high enough,
So an orc
knock
and
them
a
out,
fairy.
steal their clothes.
Same range.
Roll for it.
Someone somewhere had a stroke.
And Furbolg.
I assume
And
with
Pinku.
advantage since I was hitting
And Kobold.
I'd say so, yeah.
Well, Fearbolg are just magic giants.
25.
25? Yeah. So, I'm gonna do a couple of things at once to sort of set the scene. So, as we go to below the decks of the ship, Red, you walk down dressed up in your finest new Hiemetling attire. Just looking, you fit in very well. You look like you're almost a native. You look down and you see two long aisles of almost sort of just backless pews, the most uncomfortable looking stools you've ever seen in your life. There's various people sort of tied up on sort of chained to the deck on either side with manacles about their wrists, wrapped around these oars.
We're about to kill people.
You see a good few Dragonborn, a few Aarakocra, a few Ogrelon, a few humans. All in all, it looks like there's about 23 people down here that they have.
Okay.
And yeah, you just see one of the other guards, fairly tall fellow, who's got a very big bushy beard with a lot of rings woven in. He just like looks over. As he just speaks in Hemet.
Red just kind of nods. I'm new. I was told to come down here so you can go to lunch.
Mercenary. He just like walks over and gives you a nice pat on the shoulder. I think we get along well. I like your scales, nice and strong. Enjoy. And he starts to just walk up the stairs. Meanwhile, Chewing Gum.
Was that the only guard?
Huh?
Is that the only guard?
There was like another on the other side. Like,
Okay.
it was like he was by the stairs. The other guy was like on the other side, at the near the stern of the ship.
Okay.
So, Chewing Gum, I need you to roll me an athletics check real quick.
Do I get any sort of advantage whatsoever, or was that
Absolutely.
just...
Yes, you do get advantage.
You're raging.
That didn't actually roll.
It did not roll.
Okay. That would be a non-nat 20.
So, as you jump and leap onto the ship, you you thankfully manage to like turn your hooves in such a way as to like finally divot them into the wood, slowly breaking through like a chisel. As you break through the top deck and slam down into the floor below, you feel a little bit of water beneath you as 4 hoof-shaped holes are formed into the bottom of the ship, and the ship turns heavily to one side, nearly flipping over, but just sort of like. You hear a snap above you as the mast just breaks off against the deck, and this entire ship is just half capsized to one side. The guard above you, Red, you see the guard that you just dismissed above, like "Hurrah!" as he reached the top of the stairs and was crushed between the ship and the dock. In a very gruesome display that I will not describe in detail because I enjoy sleeping at night. Now the other guard, he's just like collapsed off to one side. The prisoners, like half of them are just in a heap at the bottom. The other half are like dangling from the top, just like just like trying to pull themselves back up by their chains, like panicking. It is quickly gone from 0 to 100.
Can I very quickly fly into rage, run over, and punch the guard out?
Roll to hit.
Okay. And
Would he
then-
need to keep his
is he
footing?
prone?
Yeah, I would say you have advantage on this.
Okay, well, that is plus 8, I believe.
Would he need to like keep his footing or
18,
anything since
but
it turned
let's-
sideways?
Well, an 18 just became a natural 20.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's why I love barbarians. They're just the embodiment of 0 to 100 in an instant.
Indeed.
They're really good at for beginners too.
This is why this is a short campaign. I could not plan around all 4 of you monsters.
So there's a train heist. So we tip over the train and start shaking it.
We've yet to have a moment where Perennial becomes a monster.
so that is...
You're a politician.
Yeah.
You're the most monstrous person here.
You're probably the most evil here. We cause collateral damage. You commit murders.
Well, one of you look up what rage damage is at level 6.
Rage at level 6 is +2.
Okay, so plus 2. So there it is. So that is 5 plus 3 plus 2 to 10. And I rolled a 3, so that would be 13 before anything gets doubled. So 26, I think.
26 will hit.
Nice.
Well, that was damage.
Oh,
26 damage. So, yeah, you walk, you see, oh no, that guard's gonna get back up and quickly rush over. He just like looks up like, huh, and you give him a good old punch across the side of the face. And it knocks him out permanently as you see his head turn to face his back, and he slumps back down into the growing water.
Cool. With my other 2 attacks, I'm gonna go run up and punch one of the chains. I wanted to try and break out some people.
All right.
punching a chain. They do have an AC and health.
Or can I just roll athletics, try and just break them out?
Yes.
Okay. So athletics. They all just manacles.
Yes.
So that would be 12 there, but I'm raging still. That's still a 12.
That breaks it.
Oh, really?
What is it for manacles?
That was 15.
I think it's 10.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it 10?
It's
yeah.
not much.
Oh, then I'll just run up to someone else and try.
Oh,
and break
yeah.
them
I think
out.
it's 15 to lockpick.
Yes. It's weird. I don't know.
Yeah.
The second person I walk up to, I grab their chain as it turns to dust in my hands with a natural 20. I have rolled so many of those tonight.
I like to think that Chewing Gum's face just looks up as he leaps in.
You want to know the best part about the natural
God.
20? It started as a natural 1. I got both ends of the spectrum.
Advantage on athletics saves the day again.
But yeah, you guys start to just like go around and break free of the chains, reducing some of the chains to dust in some cases, just scattering them to the winds.
In Chewing Gum's case, he eats some of the chains.
Oh no.
Can we roll for that?
You know what? Sure. Roll to eat the chains for me.
I mean, I do have a bite attack, so.
Would that be
What
constitution?
modifier do I add?
Athletics, so you would have advantage.
Would it
That
be
is way over a
That would be
20.
a con save to eat metal.
Hey, roll for advantage. See if it's a crit.
I mean, this can't possibly become a crit for this.
No.
No. But still, way over 20.
You know, I generally roll severity for bad things. I'm in a good mood tonight. I'm going to see how successful this is. So, with an 86 success, which very good. You chew on these chains, these fine delicacies, and though you go to swallow them, and it's odd. You feel like they're stuck almost. As you give a good smile, you see that they've painlessly wrapped themselves around your teeth, giving you, well, for one, they seem to have aligned some teeth that were knocked askew, giving you a perfect smile. Additionally, you have gained the ability to eat inorganic materials.
You now have an iron jaw.
So, what kind of feat is that named? Are we just going to
Can
call
I
it?
assume he also gets a 1d4 bite attack?
They're the braces of bracing.
Well, no, biting people would make it organic matter, which you could already do.
We're just going to call it iron bellied.
You know what? I like it. I like it.
Yeah, Red's just running through breaking every
Chewing
single
gum
chain.
just went from chewing gum to terrare in an instant. If you don't know who that is, don't. Just fucking don't.
While you guys are doing this, back up on shore, you see, you see about 3 of these Yemets just start to rush for the docks, like, what the hell? Just like quickly rushing by. You see one like cutting his way through like a wheat field in his way, just because like they're kind of freaking out a good bit.
So, are they all running away from the mansion?
Towards
yes.
the capsizing
Yeah,
ship.
towards the capsizing ship. Yes.
The logical thing to do.
Hey, Green, how about we take advantage of this by heading into the winery and freeing the rest of the prisoners?
All right, but you told us not to sink the ship.
Well, looks like that's happening regardless, so we'll take advantage of it.
But what about the innocents?
We can trust Red and Chewing Gum, right?
If you say so. You would know better than I would.
Alright, let's go then. So we will try and sneak back around to get to the winery while everyone is distracted.
All right, roll me stealth of advantage.
Nat 20.
Hey,
Nat 20.
man, the rolls truly are the duality of man, and I am not on the good side of things tonight.
God!
We're just sitting here. You can't see us.
Hey, I actually have good stealth.
I don't.
I have okay stealth.
I am moderately okay at stealth.
I have an okay stealth because I have great AC.
I'm like a bard who's actually built like a level 1 bard.
I managed to convince a small dude that I'm supposed to be here ever, only slightly. And that's basically what I like to call stealth.
I come in like a wreck.
Just a wreck, not the ball.
No, just a wreck.
He is just a walking wreck.
You are oncoming traffic, and they are an unintended child.
Oh, God! And this is Russian. No.
Now on Live Leaks.
So, how long does it take us to break all the slaves free?
About like
How much time in water rising? From the holes in the floor.
I mean, there's only a small 4 holes.
you manage to get them all out by the time the water gets to be about knee deep.
Yeah, as soon as they're all out, Reg is going to turn, follow me, up the stairs.
Oh, and because I'm aquaphobic, I literally don't take much care in getting everybody out because I really don't want to fucking drown.
Yeah. Well, if you went up first, Red Wolf's, follow him!
Oh
You,
yeah,
you know how to fight.
Yeah.
yeah. I'd say chewing gum. You're probably rushing out because of being aquaphobic. As you like poke your head out, you see the very short man who like lets you onto a ship, surrounded by a couple of his friends, just like holding an axe. Like, what the heck happened?
Your floor broke.
I jump onto ship.
I can see that. Why? Our ship is sinking.
Do you wish to sink with it?
Roll me intimidation.
Yeah, is that a threat? Or an invitation?
Come on, new dice. Don't fail me.
Nat 1.
It was a natural one, wasn't it?
I don't want to answer.
He had 2 people cursing him that time.
I hate you all. I hate you all.
He pisses himself.
That being said, I do also have an intimidation proficiency. So it
Roll
would
severity.
be a 14.
You know what? Sure, let me roll severity real quick.
He pisses his friend's pants.
That was a high severity,
yeah,
wasn't
in
it?
that entire thing, that's when
Was that a
Chewing
natural
Gum
20
just switches
severity?
to his great sword and starts slowly walking towards them.
So, with an 11 severity, which is 2 ones. Fucking goddamn it. Huh? Yeah, you see the guy just like, what? What?
I'm irrationally frightened by you.
holding his axe. And suddenly he like one arm droops to one side and goes numb. He's like,
He had a fear stroke.
what? You see his other hand drop the axe. He just like holds his chest like,
Oh God. Does Chewing Gum react at all?
He like falls back, clutching at his chest. You see the other two like kneel next to it nearby, like holy, just like continuing to shout very angry human phrases like.
He's going to look at the other two that are actually paying attention to him and just do a big, like a
Angry horse charging, about to charge.
yes.
And yeah, they all just run away and leave the guy there struggling on the ground.
And that's when I'm going to pick up the dude and then just fucking I'm going to use
Eat him.
no.
Consume.
Grow.
The rot consumes.
Anyway,
His strength will become your strength.
Anyway, I will unequip my gigantic sword, and then I will pick him up with both of my hands, and then proceed to fucking yeet him towards his friends as they're running away.
Do you have Tavern Brawler?
Roll to hit.
Because if you could add your proficiency to this,
If
that
you
would
have
be
Tavern
amazing.
Brawler, you get proficiency.
I don't, but I do have athletics. Wait, am I still raging by this point?
I'd say so.
Well, this would be a strength check because you're technically using an improvised weapon.
Oh, I'm just wanting to throw them to like get him to them, not so much attack them.
Oh,
If he happens to land on them and break break whatever is causing this heart attack, then well, good for him, I guess.
Roll strength.
he slams into them so hard his heart catches up to its rhythm.
17 plus an 8. 24, I think?
25.
Or 25, rather. Thank you. Off by 1.
The
I
number
do
is
that.
funnier than 24.
Oh yeah, you like just toss him over. He lands a few feet in front of him and just like rolls a bit, and they quickly like scoop him up and then rush off into the woods.
Cool.
But
So now I guess we'll just lead all the
yeah, the rest of the prisoners just like surface and are like amazed at what they have just seen.
This man also ate their manacles.
and I gained a new perk.
You know what? I feel like that would cause some there's a religion in there. This man came onto their ship, broke them free, ate the very chains that bound them, and killed a man with but a look.
Behold, I am chewing gum, the god of death.
I am Chewing Gum.
And you will abandon your god and turn your gold into a statue of me.
And then cook meats on it. But yes, what is happening with us at the winery?
Ah, yes.
I'm sorry to say, I don't think it's anywhere near as broken as this shit.
Ah, yes.
That sounds like a challenge.
Ah, yes. It's Chewangum. It's Chewangum the Gluttonous.
Chewangum. 3 generations from now, that'll be a curse in Yimit.
Please, I have a wrecking ball assisting me along with my average intelligence.
Perfectly average.
So, as the two of you walk into the mansion, you kind of see a few more prisoners. It seems like there's about 7 rushing around, just carrying things under the oversight of a few warriors. It looks like there's about 4 of them in all. Just people who are either going around throwing like loot into a corner, or taking food downstairs, or things of that nature. It's a fairly big room. You kind of see a lot of portraits on its grand foyer leading up to the upstairs area. There's lots of different materials used for compressing juices down or fermenting hops and things like that. And off to one side you see what almost looks like an armory filled with lots of fairly old-fashioned weaponry and things like that.
Okay. Is there like a catwalk or anything, or is it just all on one floor?
There's the cellar below you, the floor you're on, and then a floor above you that you can't see too well from where you are.
Okay, and we're in just what, the like entrance lobby area?
Basically, yeah.
What plan?
Well, exactly how many of them did you say we could see again? Of the warriors?
You can see about 4 of them.
It's a good day to be a pirate. Yar har.
What do you say we convince them to go check out that disturbance?
Sounds like a plan to me.
And so I'll just give a good just clearing my throat, adjusting my clothes to make them look more frazzled and out of sorts. All right, are you ready?
I'll just mimic what he did, like almost as close as I can. Yes.
And I will run in and just start screaming, "We're under attack! The ship is being destroyed!"
Roll me either performance or deception.
All right.
Can I? I'll give him aid with my mimicking him.
Feel free.
So you said a deception or persuasion or performance?
Deception or performance?
Yeah, your choice.
And you have advantage.
I'll do deception. They're the same, but
He's a better liar than actor.
Diagonal, my favorite. Try that. Let me just use the actual advantage dice. That usually works better. That is a 21 deception.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Jacob, to keep me honest, what did that roll onto? Can you show me?
The first good roll he's ever had tonight.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's a natural 20. So as you're walking out, like, no, the sky is falling, just like screaming it at the top of your lungs and looking frazzled and bewildered as possible, you see the guards look at you with utter disinterest, like, no, we're not. Who the hell are you?
Wait. Before you do anything, I'm gonna put my hand on your chest like, I got this. I'm gonna look the guy in the eye. The guy who said something, and command him to leave with the command spell.
That's a wisdom saving throw.
No, just convince him to. Just command him to just fear.
Believe.
Yeah.
Can I command him to believe?
I don't know. We'll see how this goes.
Does that make him just have a natural 1?
What's the save on it?
Shoot, what is mine?
It would be 8 plus 3 plus charisma? Or
Well, mine's strength. He let me use strength for mine. So, 16.
16.
Yeah, you just say that to him and he's like, oh shit, we're under attack. You just see him like, you see this fellow as he just goes into a berserker rage and just rips off his shirts and then immediately bursts through the wall. Let me roll something real quick.
A perfect plan, well executed.
And outside, you guys see, you start to worry as you hear a berserker yell and just run and crash through the wall. However, you see him immediately collapse as rushing through a wall is very painful.
Yeah, when you're an NPC...
And he seems to have broken every bone in his body.
What do the other 3 guys do?
The 3 of them are just like, oh shit, Bjord, he only does that when he really believes there's danger. We gotta go. And then,
That's Bjorn's Call to battle.
And you see the three that you know of, and a few a few from the top floor just all rush down and immediately rush out the door towards the ship.
Well, while our friends handle that, we'll free these prisoners.
Sounds like a plan.
So yeah, we'll just go and start trying to undo all the manacles.
Yeah. And thankfully it's not so difficult because, hey, barbarians and or smart person, so you just
Pick or break all the locks.
pick and or break them, yeah.
Or just look for the key.
I rolled to see if Red was smart enough to see if he had a key on him. He was not.
Yeah, before we do, I'll just glance around to see if there's a key or anything.
Roll for it.
Is it perception or investigation?
Perception.
Perception? Ooh, a -1, my favorite. That's a 7.
I have a -1 to my perception too. Let me look. Nat 1. -1.
You stick your hand into one of the slaves' mouths.
No, I just gouged my own eyes out.
But yep, I guess we'll... there doesn't seem to be a key. I guess we'll...
What's the severity on a 0?
So
You reach your hand into a slave's mouth, pull it out. There's no key, but there are pickles.
Oh God.
So yeah, excuse me. So yeah, unfortunately, Tristan, you don't see a key as you're looking around. But my good friend over here, you decide to try and help out Green, and you just idly walk around. You see there's a little bowl of toothpicks to one side, so you grab one, use it to pick your teeth. You know that bacon from earlier was very gristly, and it's about the only thing you've had. So you just like working it out. You're a bit of a snap and think, oh man, my toothpick broke. You pull it out and start to notice, oh wait, this is a key, and that is well, the key probably won't work now.
I walk up. I found the key.
it's broken, isn't it?
Maybe.
Just break the manacles too.
All right.
As you proceed to use the manacles to pick your teeth.
After breaking all the manacles, I'll wait, I remember, and I'll cast mending on the key after they've been freed. And then I'll hand it to you.
This might be useful for something still. And I'll just pocket the key. And also, what's happening outside with the berserkers and our friends?
Oh yeah, you guys might have combat now.
I was gonna say, the guys outside seem very unconcerned with what's going on. As they're mainly concerned, main concern is keeping their ship from sinking. They don't even really seem to mind or bother to try and keep anything from having the prisoners from escaping. They're just like trying to push it back upright. You see one guy like crawl down into the ship to like try and patch up the holes and things like that. They're having a bad day. This day has gone poorly for them.
I walk right by them. Have fun, I'm on lunch break. Still dressed as one of them.
Damn, sorry, bro. I just clocked out.
Also, did we see their leader anywhere?
He's in the basement.
Yeah, haven't seen him yet. No.
Should we go look for their leader?
Yeah, let's head downstairs, see if he's down there.
I'll say that as you guys start to head down, you see your good friends approach, having dealt with a surprisingly small amount of conflict on their way over here.
Having done no combat today. We are that good.
Red, Chewing Gum, let's check the downstairs here. I believe our man is down here.
I will then give you a toothy grin, which is now absolutely perfectly aligned, but also wrapped in chain for some strange reason.
Just sort of look at you and like, I'm not gonna ask. And
Wait,
just
we
go
have the
eat.
key for those.
And you start walking downstairs.
So here's a question. What kind of attire were the guards in? I want to believe Navy attire.
Yeah, basically just like a lot of fur coats and stuff like that, like Viking stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
Do I have a Viking hat now?
Vikings didn't have those.
Shut up.
Do you want a Viking hat?
Yeah.
You're gonna use it as an improvised
Too
weapon?
bad. I know what you did. You can't have one. But yes, you can have a Viking hat.
So, what kind of ale do you think they made here?
Looks like actually. Can
That ring was perfectly timed.
That was not your Discord audience. Please do not open that to check your DMs.
As all 5 of
one-
our followers.
No one has messaged you.
I can't
Just like
believe
they
you
never
lied to the
have.
Fan base like this.
And if they did, it was probably an at everyone ping.
Would it be insight to understand that this place was a winery?
I think we were told.
You
Did we
read
not
it.
read
You
the
read it.
Did we?
But
did
would
you?
it? But would it still be insight to understand that yes, this place was indeed used to make wine as a winery and not mead?
Oh yeah, I kind of keep forgetting. You're a barbarian too.
I'm not
Sure, roll
stupid,
for
but
it.
I'm not very wise.
Roll
I'm not
for it.
wise either.
I'm not wise or smart.
That's what I am, of average intelligence, but abysmal wisdom.
I am a
I'm
lot
of
less.
average wisdom but abysmal intelligence.
That's a 15. So yep, looks like they made wine here at this winery.
He just
we should take some back
He
to
just
the
fucking
kingdom.
sips. They made drinks.
We should take some back for the king and what was it? Trick it?
That's right. It's a liquid.
Now let's leave it here. It's be too heavy to carry back, and I'd like to leave before our friends get wise to us.
All right.
Well, I thank you all for joining us, and thank all of our wonderful players here today for, well, making it a fun session.
For filling the time with bullshit, not notes.
Indeed.
Ghost!
Ow!
And we'll see you all next time.